All right, so today we're going to do a deep dive into something kind of
interesting.
Interesting, yeah. We're looking at this piece of writing. It's all about Vaporeon.
Okay.
You know, the water Pokemon. But it gets pretty specific.
Specific how?
Well, let's just say the author seems very interested in how Vaporeon's physical attributes might appeal to humans.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Yeah, it's definitely...
Yeah, I mean, some of what they're talking about is like, basic Pokemon stuff.
Right, like, yeah, we know Vaporeon's a water Pokemon.
Yeah.
And it's got certain, physical traits.
Exactly.
But it's the way they connect the dots. It's like...
Oh, so it's the interpretation.
Yeah, it's like they're reading way too much into it, Like,
okay, I'm intrigued now.
For example, they talk about Vaporeon's HP and acid armor.
Oh, okay.
Like it's...
Like it's a what?
Like it's a dating profile.
A dating profile.
Yeah. Okay. Like, look how much this Pokemon can take. Look how tough it is.
Yeah.
But they don't mean in, like, a battle.
Right. Not in the traditional Pokemon battle sense.
Exactly.
So, I mean, just for folks listening who maybe aren't super familiar with, like, the technical terms.
Yeah.
When we talk about HP, that's hit points.
Mm-hmm.
So that's basically how much damage a Pokemon can take before they faint.
Right, before they're knocked out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then acid armor is a move that Vaporeon can learn.
Right.
Which basically increases their defense.
Mm-hmm. Makes them tougher.
Yeah. Harder to hurt.
So the author's basically saying, those are good qualities.
Right.
But not for battling, if you know what I mean.
I think I'm starting to see where this is going.
And then it gets even
more.
More interesting, yeah.
Okay.
There's this whole part about Vaporeon's moves, like attract, baby doll eyes, captivate charm, and tail whip.
Right, moves that are meant to like make other Pokemon interested. Yeah.
So I gotta ask, what do you think?
Well, it's definitely a creative interpretation.
Yeah.
Like in the context of a Pokemon battle.
Yeah.
Those moves are mostly about, lowering the opponent's attack.
Right.
Or maybe inflicting some status conditions.
That's confusion or infatuation.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But outside of a battle, like what those moves are actually supposed to do.
Right.
That's kind of left up to,
the imagination.
The player's imagination.
Right.
Yeah.
So maybe I'm not totally off base here.
Maybe not.
And it gets even, it goes even further.
Oh, there's more.
Oh, yeah.
Bro.
They even get into Vaporeon's, like, biology.
Okay.
The fact that it's a water Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
Specifically, they mention these abilities, water absorb and hydration.
Right.
So water absorb lets Vaporeon heal by, absorbing water attacks.
Right.
And then hydration cures status conditions if it's raining.
Yeah.
And the author seems to think these abilities would come in handy.
Okay, I think I get what you're... Yeah, I think I see where they're going with that.
Yeah.
It's an interesting...
It's an interesting take.
Yeah, take.
But then there's this one part that's like...
What's that?
I don't know. It seems like they're really reaching.
Reaching for what?
Like, they say that Vaporeon can change color.
Change color?
Yeah, under certain conditions.
Mm.
But I've never heard that before.
Yeah, I don't think that's actually part of, any official Pokemon stuff.
Yeah, like, where'd they get that?
I don't know. That one's a bit of a mystery.
Yeah, it's like they took a fun interpretation.
Right.
And then just went too far.
It's funny, though, how they managed to, like, connect all these things, like, from the base stats to the moves, even to, like, the biology, and tie it all back to this...
to this one very specific idea.
Yeah, this one very specific interpretation. It really shows how people can look at the same thing and see totally different things.
Yeah, I think this whole deep dive just proves that even, Pokemon, which seems pretty straightforward, can be interpreted in
interesting ways.
Yeah, in some pretty interesting ways.
Yeah.
Like, there's always more below the surface.
Exactly. It makes you think, like, what other hidden depths are out there.
Exactly. What else are we missing?
Something to ponder. Maybe next time you encounter a Vaporeon.
Definitely.
In the wild.
Well, that's our deep dive.
That was a deep dive.
For today.
Yeah.
Hope you enjoyed it.
I did.
We'll be back next week with...
Looking forward to it.
Another deep dive.
All right. See ya then.
See ya.